Aditya and welcome to JH SOFTECH. In this session, we're going to discuss about SAP real-time project interview question and answers for experienced candidates. So just if you're looking out for a change in SAP, then this is the best video you must be watching. How do you gather requirements in a real-time SAP project? In a real-time requirements are gathered through client meetings, workshops, and direct interaction with the business users. We create business requirement documents (BRD) and functional specification documents (FSD) based on those inputs. Later on, based on functional specification, the technical team will be creating a technical spec as well, just in case if there is any technical work being involved in that particular task. Now, what is the importance of a transport request in SAP? Transport requests are used to move configuration and development objects from one environment like the development server to another like the quality or production system, ensuring consistency and traceability. How do you handle errors in data migration? We use data validation techniques before and after migration, perform test runs, and use logs to identify and fix errors. How do you coordinate with cross-functional teams? Regular stand-up meetings, project management tools like Jira, and continuous communication ensures smooth coordination with material management, sales and distribution, and finance and controlling teams, and more of such functional teams that we have. What tools do you use in real-time SAP projects? The tools are very commonly used. Tools would be like SAP GUI, which is slowly becoming obsolete but still used. It's a prominent tool. SAP Fiori, Eclipse, ADT for ABAP. If you are looking, if you're an ABAP developer, it's mandatory that you have to install Eclipse and do the development from there. In the past, we used to do with HANA Studio, which has been obsolete now. Now, Solution Manager, we have got Jira, ServiceNow, and Microsoft Excel are the commonly used tools. Now, explain how testing is done in SAP projects. We do various types of testings in SAP projects, and there are some tools. There are automated tools that we have for testing, and we also have internal tools which can help us to do the testing. So what are the different types of testings? We have unit testing, integration testing, user acceptance testing, and regression testings are performed with the detailed documentation and sign-offs. And we are going to discuss more in detail about the different tools that we use for testing. So what is a cutover strategy? So it's a plan for transitioning from a legacy system to SAP. Now, whenever we are referring to legacy system, we are referring to the non-SAP systems or the old system from where we are migrating to SAP, including final data migration, system checks, and user training, ensuring minimal disruption. How do you handle performance issues in custom programs? Perform Tuning involves analyzing ST05, ST30, etc. traces and optimizing SQL queries using proper indexes and efficient internal table processing. So what is your approach to handling client change requests? So we evaluate the impact, update functional and technical specifications, redevelop or configure the changes, test them, and transport them from the development server to quality to production following change management processes. Now, how do you manage version control in SAP projects? Now, by using transport request logs, naming conventions, and coordination with their basis for transport sequences, we maintain the version management. So version control is something where we anytime we do the development or configure, then we move it to that quality and then production. So the more number of times we move it from quality development to quality production, the same program or the same configuration, those gets created as a version, and those are the versions that we are talking about here, and we manage that in this request logs, transport request logs. Describe your experience with SAP Fiori in SAP real-time projects. So you can just normally say like this, like implemented Fiori applications for user-friendly interfaces using OData services and worked on customizing and extending standard apps. How do you write technical specifications from functional specifications? So by understanding the business requirement, identifying the logic, defining tables, fields, validations, and designing the flow of the custom development is what we do to write the technical specification from the functional specification. So more or less, like let me tell you that technical specification will be giving you the more of technical details. Like for example, if at all, if you have to, if the functional specification has a detail like create a filter on country, instead of writing it as create a filter on country, we will write in the technical specification as create a parameter for country. So parameter actually filters the data on that specific country, right? So that's how we have to write more technical way of doing it, and that's what we do in the technical specification. What is your role in hypercare support? So provide immediate support after go live to resolve issues, monitor system performance, and assist users with new processes. So hypercare is the period after, immediately after the go live of the project, for a few days or few months, depending upon the understanding of the company and the client. How do you ensure data accuracy in SAP reports? So we validate against source data, use proper joins and filters in queries, and also consult with the business users for verification. How do you manage deadlines in SAP projects? So through careful planning, prioritizations, daily progress and tracking, and being proactive communication of risks and delays. And right now you can also add something called using customized AI tools. Also we make sure that the deadlines have been met, and we also have a couple of tools like Jira. We have a tool called Scaled Agile. We have got tools like Activate Methodology and Solution Manager. These are all the tools that we can make use of to in the SAP project management. How do you handle authorization issues in real-time projects? So work with security team to assign appropriate roles using PFCG and validate access through SU53 and SUIM. This is what we normally do in the when you log in from SAP logon pad. Now, what is your approach to user training? So prepare user manuals, conduct hands-on workshops, and address real-time scenarios to build user confidences. So mostly when we train the users, it would always be the super users who already are very much aware of the SAP, and all that we have to do is we have to explain them what new developments that we have done. The common things, the standard ones, are something which they already will be knowing. So then that super users will teach or train the end users. So how do you handle integration issues with third-party systems? So use middlewares like a PIPO, the process integration and process orchestration, or cloud platform integration API. Validate IDOCs or APIs and troubleshoot logs for resolution. This is what we do in the handling the integration part. So describe your role during UAT. The user acceptance test, UAT. In this phase, we support the users, fix reported issues, document results, and ensure the system behaves as expected. So we just basically start off with explaining to the end users how to make use of or how to test that particular object or the scenario that you have built. What is your approach to go live preparation? So finalize transports, perform mock runs, validate data, execute cutover activities, and ensure stakeholder readiness are very important for the go live preparation. And these are very few number of question answers that I'm covering up for the real-time project, and this is mandatory for every module, irrespective of which module you are working in SAP. These are all mandatory. Please make sure you go through them before you start attending for the interviews, and also do share it with your colleagues or friends who are looking out and preparing for the next big change. And if you are looking out for SAP trainings, you can contact us at training@softech.com. And that's it. If you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and also comment on how do you feel about our videos. And thank you so much. Have a great day. Goodbye.